Всем привет, дорогие друзья! Начинаем наш сегодняшний стрим. Best greetings, my dear friends. Let's start this stream today about insects and about cooperation between YouTubers and scientists and amateurs in the study of insects, in the investigation of insects, in the observations for insects. And what's this video is about? Well, this video is about cooperation. So I guess so this video started, so I'm right. So I always check in just on my smartphone because it needs to be very careful about it to show insects online like that. Like so. Yes, like that. For that you need to record this insect somewhere in laboratory or in the field or somewhere just near the light trap, like I got this video on my balcony just near my apartment during the summertime. But what's about cooperation and collaboration? What does it mean? Cooperation between YouTubers. YouTubers actually were independent people. They're just taking videos about different subjects and trying to show them to attract different audience and to talk about different subjects. So my video channel is devoted to insects, which means entomology, science about insects. This is entomology, and I'm a research entomologist, beekeeper teacher. This is my name of my channel. I'm just very pleased to invite in other people to participate in this cooperative work about study of insects, because involvement of different people to investigation and to observations of insects, this is a difficult stuff, because most of people now in capitalistic society, they are devoted to earn money, but some people like observations, some people like to take scientific study to make discovery, and it's not so simple to make discovery, to discover something somewhere. But in entomology, well, in entomology, it is really possible because insects, just quite a lot of them, just over 1 million people can watch video, and over 1 million species of insects were everywhere around. Our channel still not 1 million subscribers, but I invite you sincerely to take part in these investigations, in these observations under the microscope, under the smartphone, because you can use the zoom of your smartphone, and maybe just with different lenses in the field, in laboratory, or maybe in special cages in laboratory conditions, because people like to collect insects, to bring them and making them dead, and making just just collection of insects. So entomologists were making professional collections, and definitely for professional collections, entomologists need to kill insects. Sorry about that, but this is obligation to study insects in collection, because in collections, insects they are dead, and if you are living in different geographical areas, your collections can be different. So small insects like these tiny bumblebees, beetles, some wasps, predaceous wasps, and here some butterflies, daily butterflies. They're totally different in different geographical areas, somewhere in Africa, in America, in Europe, in Australia, in America South and North America, they're totally different. So butterflies, beetles are very different. And of course, sometimes they're really huge, they're really big, and they're really beautiful, especially in nature, like Titanus beetle somewhere in French Guiana. I have not seen them in nature, but if you see them, so naturally you will be surprised and shocked by the size of such huge giant beetles. But there are also some another giant insects like giant hornet or some very big size butterflies. Most of them, of course, were living in tropics, but fortunately, some people are taking collections and bringing them to Europe, to Australia, to America from another geographical areas, from another poor countries, or sometimes rich countries. They're selling and making business on insects. So if you are taking collection of insects, sometimes people are doing investment of money to these collections, because there are some countries even with war like Afghanistan, or even some in other countries, I will not mention them, but some another people, crazy entomologists, people, amateurs or professionals who are studying insects, they're collecting these insects even in our areas and bringing them to private collections or to governmental collections. I'm working in governmental organization in Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences of Ukraine. So this is I'm making governmental collection, and this is collection for exhibition. This is not subject what I'm studying under the microscope. This is for exposition, for lectures, because I do a lecture for YouTube. I do a lecture for students in schools, in colleges, in universities. So very important to show them insect, not plastic, but original one, in sometimes living one in cage, or just like this collection. So fortunately, one my friend from Ukraine sent me this collected material, even these beetles and butterflies from Chernihiv city in the north part of Ukraine. He was very kind to send me these insects to show for exposition how insects, and especially butterflies and beetles, are mounted for exhibition, for collection, because there's this special technique and how to show them. And some of them they can be rare, like these beetles Lucanus, also quite rare even in a red book of protected species of Ukraine, but sometimes it's possible to find them dead near some local areas where these beetles are living. So, and some species of another butterflies were also quite rare and under protection. So this is from a very old collection, also as a gift given to me for exposition and for lectures. And so what's about cooperation and collaboration? So I'm just trying to show you what entomologists were doing. Entomologists are making collections, first of all. And from another side, entomologists doing observations for insects. And this is very important. Cooperation can be different. Cooperation of YouTubers, cooperations of amateurs, cooperations of professionals. If you are a collector of insects, for instance, you are collecting some beautiful butterflies, beautiful beetles, or beautiful wasps, or another insects. So this is on YouTube we can cooperate, because you can keep your collection and show for your friends, for your lectures, but also we can show collections all together mutually for wider audience, or even in different regional areas, even in time areas. So because some people can watch video on YouTube in different time after recording video, definitely. So, and cooperation on YouTube between two YouTubers, it means when we can appear on the screen all together, 2 or 3 different YouTubers, and it will be very interesting if I show my collection and someone else can show another collection, because entomologists and amateurs so crazy sometimes to visit, as I said, to visit some areas like Afghanistan for collecting insects, but sometimes we're very devoted to go to another distant areas like in South Africa, in Western, Eastern Africa. Africa is huge, or maybe coming to South America, like French Guyana, Colombia, Ecuador, Brazil, and other countries for collecting insects, bringing them back and taking photos, videos, and taking many insects I'm sorry about that, for collection, dead, and spreading them in some jars, in boxes, for exhibition, and for investment of money as well, because some insects cost crazy amounts. But, for example, I can show you also some people who is doing such collecting overseas. For example, I translated. I was delighted to watch video for one Japanese collector. Okay, I can show you just giant Hercules rhino beetles collected in Ecuador. So this is a very interesting.
These scarabidi beetles and butterflies, observing, searching, taking
collecting insects, and it's really
huge light
delightful
from different
situation when entomologists can come to
hidden
distant area, especially with the wild nature. Sorry for this advertisement. Sorry. Okay, close. Yes, you can. I hope you can see.
Because they were really attracted by light.
Yes.
Some small flies dipped around,
making this light
small
trap.
moth. They're just
in Ecuador.
You know, a lot of guys ask me, how do I know the F formula is going to work for me? So let me answer that question once and for all. The F formula has been...
Sorry for advertisement. Yes, so it's
buzzing.
So many insects are
running, crawling around.
Trap if you are
hundreds, even thousands of them.
Absolutely amazing,
just some of
wonderful
them.
place.
The same species,
fantastic.
But some species
so many
are really different, unique, different in color.
It's impossible to collect
different
everything.
in size. And of course,
some professional entomologists
there's a huge biodiversity of tropical rainforest here in Ecuador. So beautiful tiny butterflies, maybe dozens of new species around. And this is interesting cricket, interesting grasshopper. What's coming from the grass attracted on the light.
Absolutely fantastic.
Interesting size, interesting shape. Size not very small, pretty big one.
But
nice,
you see so
hind
many
legs, still they're crowding closer to the light, so many of them,
not jungles,
but most of them they're butterflies, moths, night moths. They keep here nocturnal style of life, and they're coming here from natural habitat in jungles.
Quite a lot of butterflies.
Some species just the same, you can see they're the same in size. But they need very careful scientific research and observation for identification of species.
It's coming.
Who you are coming, a little bit careful around, and maybe you can find some new species who came. Well, which is this one? This is quite interesting one. Oh, well, wow,
yes,
very beautiful beetle, absolutely wonderful.
Lovely
and this
beetle,
is rhinoceros beetle, and this is genus Galofa.
This is
Dynastina.
Nice Tarsi,
yes, this is subfamily of scarab beetles. Dynastina, rhinoceros beetles. This is subfamily of scarab beetles, Scarabidae.
Special horn.
Another species, this is Hercules beetle, but this is genus Galofa. Very nice beetle.
One on the back. Two huge horns.
Actually, Holofa, this is indigenous, local name used for these beetles in the neighboring country Venezuela, and it was adopted to the genus name. And actually, genus was described in 1837. Galofa, this is large Scarabidae beetles, and male, so beautiful.
But we were also
male typically have a single horn on a head and just another horn centrally on the protoroids, and they're really brass.
Yes,
let's
Shigeru
speed
is watching
and
around.
don't go back
Somebody
to
is
our
coming.
trap because
Just
we're searching for other
huge
interesting
butterflies.
insects. other
huge beetles,
rhinoceros
so
beetles,
noisy, huge
not butterflies,
around.
not moths.
Probably,
We are looking
you see,
forward
Hercules
to
is
find
coming,
interesting
just
rhinoceros beetle.
growling.
And
Put
one, this
it
one,
right
wow!
on Hercules.
This rhinoceros beetle is coming. He was coming here. We were expecting,
this
but we
Hercules,
never expected that
rhino
it's so
beetle
beautiful,
and
really
crawling on the
awesome
ground.
male
And now just
of the
Shigeru
genus
will take
Dynastis.
this
Dynastis
huge
Gerculeus.
male specimen
Absolutely
in hands, and you
marvelous
will see
beetle.
how huge
Marvelous
this
beetle
insect is.
living in
Absolutely
tropical
marvelous.
countries of South
One
America.
deal if you watch it in
Hercules
collection,
beetles.
and another deal
Yes,
if you take it
just
in hands,
on horn.
Taken just for horn.
Looks absolutely
So you keep
huge.
for horn,
Beetle is named after Hercules, a hero of classical.
Yes, just moving with Tarzi, with legs, with just sorry, I was coming. Please release me, please forgive me. I want to be released. So I guess so this fantastic beetle is not so happy because I'm not quite sure about the fortune of this beetle, who probably was coming to the collection and later was just coming to Japan for collection of Shigeru. Yes. And now he will put him just on the back on his jacket. And you see how he's crawling. Sorry, the light is not so beautiful because you see a little bit dark, but you can recognize the size of beetle is a big one, so like a palm of a human palm. Yes, you see. Huge horn, absolutely fantastic huge horn. Huge horn. Marvelous, absolutely beautiful. So this is not from a laboratory, this is in a wild. So just you put a trap and so big insect, so big, huge, giant beetle was coming to light. And it's really beautiful situation to enjoy this wonderful beetle. So this is idea to cooperate with people who is just coming to another places. So it's very pleasant to talk with them, to see their video, their original video. And you see how this giant beetle is crawling on hand. Yes, crawling to the neck, probably. Just on then be later crawling on head. And you see how huge crowd of butterflies also flying around. Huge old white sheet of this trap is completed with butterflies. So Hercules is trying to climb on the head of Shigeru. Better if this beetle will fly and escape, because I'm not sure that this beetle will be released. Probably not released, but probably will come to collection. So Shigeru is probably very much happy because he was talking before that it was really his child time dream to catch Hercules in the nature, in natural conditions. So that's why to see this beetle is absolutely marvelous. It's a gorgeous, fantastic situation. Really beautiful. Beetle is not so dangerous. Shigeru is saying, thank you for coming. I'm very lucky. I'm very pleased to see this beetle. So this you see. So you can recognize how it's going on. Let's continue. Our insect, of course, not so huge, not so strong. Shigeru Okamura. Our butterflies from Palearctic region, much smaller, not so big, but nevertheless, if you put light trap even just near your balcony, near your house, So you can be lucky enough to collect some insects, some beetles, and some butterflies, or just to record some videos of them. Like I am doing this on my balcony, and I recorded this video of this night moth. This is genus Catocala, which is actually also very beautiful and not the same size like a Hercules or rhino beetle, much smaller, but about 5 centimeters size, and also quite nice and beautiful. So I'm really inviting other YouTubers to cooperate coming to my channel, so we can show each other on screen, we can discuss, we can speak and have a fun about insects. Yes. Well, for example, I can show you another interesting screen, another interesting man who is also doing very nice channel from Idaho University. Just I come in for, and this is like this one. This is a channel with such interesting slogan like a big adventure starts small. Well, it's really true. And this is about light, black light, collecting insects. So you see, this is owner of channel, which is named.
You guys can go into the form down in the description. There's a
Hunter.
link to the form, so you can submit your pictures to be added
channel,
up here onto the wall.
And then he's coming to his backyard near your house, near his house, just showing cat and maintaining collecting sites. So again, sorry about this cat.
This one's yours. Good job. Good find. This one is yours. There you go.
Yeah, you see, this is a light trap. Very simple, very simple. If you put even a light trap,
you
with
get to
a
play
huge
with this one.
White.
Never thought that having a cat with you.
If you big sheet of white material or just paper, or a little better material, tissue, just a tissue, just white tissue, and establishing here ultraviolet lamp or just normal lamp, and you can come in evening or night time for collecting beetles, like at the present moment some scarabid beetles was collected. So quite interesting time for collecting and for investigation of insects. So you can collect different interesting insects in your area, whether you live in Africa, in South America, North America, or in Australia. So this is quite motivational video, and also I show you just his channel. So big adventure starts small. Really invite you to visit channel, which is devoted to different aspects of collection, insects, how to mount them, how to pin them. It's just for beginners in entomology, quite good and interesting, different small stories, but recently probably he didn't record so much. Yes, he didn't record it for 6 months, probably quite busy at his job. So, but for StreamYard and for collaboration, this is a sample how you can we can collaborate together just on YouTube. So when I'm inviting just these big channels or small channels, just if you just started your channel about nature, so welcome to write some comments under my video. so we can cooperate, talk each together on screen, ask questions on screen, and maybe presenting our collections of butterflies, beetles, wasps, different insects, talking about them, asking where did you collect it, how did you collect it. So this can be interesting for another biologist, for another entomologist, when we can share together some ideas and methods of collecting insects. Because for collecting small insects like these are some special techniques, methods, and for collecting some cockroaches like that, or big rhino beetle like that, is a different method. So people are asking also about rearing techniques, how to rear these insects, and it's also motivational for them to see on screen just person who just bred this insect, who are just keeping this insect in hands. Recently I got one rhino beetle. He's just sitting inside the jar and making noise in my kitchen because trying to escape from a jar, from plastic jar. But he's artist. Sorry about keeping him inside jar, but he's artist because he will be shown sooner or later, just a new video about life cycle of rhino beetles. So if you have your channel devoted to nature, if you have a channel about something but you like insects, because this is a special devotion, this is a special likeliness. If you don't afraid insects or invertebrates, if you like cats, dogs, home pets, this is one stuff. But if you like insects and entomology, this is a different stuff. This is very special. Some of your parents and your relatives could not understand you actually sometimes. But you see, you can find person who can understand you, who can accept your ideas, who can share with you his experience, and you can share your experience. You can share your questions about insects, about entomology, about invertebrates, about nature, about world around, okay, in English, or you can use Google Translator, slowly type in here somewhere, like you can see. You can ask here, you can ask questions and write messages to my email. And my email eufancia@gmail.com. So if you are just a little bit shy to ask direct questions online, so you can send your private question to my private email. You see here indicated on near the screen on the right side, and you can see here this is my email, so you can send your private message here. If you worry about some insects, if you're irritated by some insects, or if you like insects and you want to ask some questions about how to breed them, how to observe them, what did you find, who is it, about identification of this insect or maybe invertebrate. If you're worried about some insects who was coming to your room, to your kitchen, to your house, to your garden, if you're worried about it, so ask a question from expert, me, Dr. Viktor Fursov, entomologist, beekeeper, teacher, and I send you a message on your email or privately on Telegram. I have my channel connection with a Telegram, with contacting for Russian-speaking people. And what's that? You know, I have my channel profile. I have my profile on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram. So you can ask your questions on all these social media. But if you like my videos and you want to support my idea to show some insects, some invertebrates, and to show their life cycles, to explain stories about insects, So you can drop some dollars for support of my channel on this sponsors page, which is named Patreon page, which is quite useful because this Patreon page is keeping some donations, this secretly, safely, most important, not secretly, openly, but safely, and then transfer this donation from your account to my account in a safe way. So with some payment for service, little payment for Patreon as a bank account. So, but if you are somewhere far away, just from Ukraine, so, but nevertheless, you are interested in cooperation with me. If you are interested, but I will take more videos to give more lectures for students, for children. I can share my knowledge and my enthusiasm and ideas about entomology, or maybe if I can do something for you as advice, how to avoid, how to rid off some insects, how to avoid them in your house, kitchen, apartment, garden. So ask your questions on my private email. Sorry about that, on my private email. You can send me some questions and some photographs. And if you want to support my channel, you can drop a few dollars as sponsor, and you will see also on my channel, if you just on computer, on the screen of Patreon page, my project, what I'm doing about, and how you can spend money for equipment, for traveling, for getting some equipment materials, and equipment like camera and improvement of camera as well. And it's quite useful because this is also capitalistic motivational way, because your like and your subscription, this is free of charge motivation, which is also quite useful. Please click on like. This is also a great motivation. But if you want to send few dollars as scientist, which is indicated on Patreon page, and to be scientist together with me, so welcome to Patreon. And also your name, or maybe screen nickname, secretly nickname if you like, will appear in the end of my new videos with your secret nickname of your or personal your name, as participant, as donator, as sponsor of my activities. Well, thank you very much. I was very pleased to be together with you this evening time. And I hope some channels who are just new channels on YouTube, but interested in cooperation in Russian by the language, or in Ukrainian language, or in English language, as I'm talking about now at present time. So if you are somewhere in Japan, in Korea, in Australia, in South America, in South Africa, in Western, Eastern Africa, or Southern Africa, or North Africa, or somewhere in North America or South America, welcome to join our efforts for study nature. Because, you know, this is some people say about Armageddon and disappearing of insects on our planet. Hopefully, we're still over there. If you're living somewhere in the jungles, I will be very pleased to share my knowledge with you. And you can show some insects in a jungle, in your jungles of your distant country, and will be great to see it on screen. If you send some videos, I can show on my screen. If you want to talk about insects, welcome to my channel and welcome to my email to ask private questions. And of course, don't forget to press like and subscribe to my channel and visit Patreon page. Thank you for coming. Looking forward to see you on my channel, on my email, or maybe in YouTube or Facebook or other social media comments, and we can connect all together. Someone sent me a message. I can check, because I also invited one person to participate in this stream, but person didn't appear. Okay, this person who is from from Kazakhstan. For example, I can send invitation. Here very easy on a StreamYard, I can send invitation via email to person who is interested in collaboration. So I can invite up to 6 people on screen to participate in this stream. So yes, I will type. Email address for person who can join us together maybe now. Well, yes, I'm typing. So if the person Jana is watching me, please click on provided link. Click on link. Yes. Yes, I'm sending. Where is he sending? So here. Message. Mein God. No. Okay, send it. Okay, wait. This person is sending me another message. Okay. See email. Well, I send it on email. Well, wait a minute. Click on email on provided link. Okay. StreamYard. Okay. No, no. Now I am not seen altogether. Okay, just I can stop this stream and can try to connect with another person just for another private messaging. Oh yes, person is coming. Yes, 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 yes. Add to stream. Yes. Hello, dear friend. Hello, dear friends.
I'm very glad to see you.
Our new subscriber is coming, Jana. Jana, sorry about delay. We can speak Russian. I guess so. Помашите ручкой, если вы меня слышите.
Отлично слышу.
А если меня слышите, меня слышно? А попробуйте что-то вы рассказать.
Я бы хотела устроить стрим.
Потому что я тут пользовался микрофончиком, и мне пришлось отключиться микрофона.
Я бы хотела устроить стрим или...
Вот сейчас я вас не слышу. Почему-то. Я специально отключил микрофон, потому что если я включаю микрофон, включается... А напишите с правой стороны тогда, если меня слышно.
Ну вот, написала. Меня слышно?
Так, у меня вроде как видно есть микрофон, а почему-то не слышно. Не слышно загадочным образом микрофон. Так, камера и микрофон. Аудио. Микрофон, все слышно? Загадочным образом мы не слышим пока друг друга. Давайте тогда прервемся сейчас на 1 минутку и попробую, я вам снова войду в новую оболочку и снова вам постучусь. Меня слышно сейчас? Давайте я захлопну окно и еще раз то же самое пришлю вам привет и попробуем открыться. Давайте. Спасибо всем за внимание. До новых встреч в эфире. А мы продолжим здесь беседу приватно с Жанной из Казахстана. Возможно, это будет продолжение специального рассказа для студентов на русском языке, потому что сегодня был стрим на английском, а будет продолжение еще на русском. Смотрите наш канал, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии.